All right, what's going on, everybody? You're watching Lucky Cards. We're at a new location today, and in this video, we're going to be doing a little review on the submission that I did with Premier Card Grading. So I don't know if you guys watched my last video, but I spoke about this company. Alpha Investments is basically the owner of the U.S. operation, if I'm correct. And I thought I would just give PCG a try based on what's going on with PSA. They're also doing an express. You could use code express20 and you basically get your cards back between 7 to 10 business days for $20 a card. So the cards in here that I graded, they're pretty low end cards. I probably wouldn't even send them to PSA, but I wanted to send them just to, see what this company's about. And they are lower end cards because I didn't have, other cards that I wanted to grade, and I did want to use this opportunity to use the code. So yeah, that's why I did that. But let's just get into it. So it comes in this box. I graded 5 cards. It came in a brown box, and this was inside with a bunch of bubble wrap. It was very secure. So shipping is definitely a A+. And it comes like this. I actually opened it already. And saw the grades, but this is exactly how it came. So you would open this up and the cards would come face down. So the cool thing about PCG is when the cards actually got graded and I was able to see it on the website, the grades are still hidden for each card. So you have all your cards there, the subgrades all hidden, and the only way to see it is if you press reveal grades. So if you want to leave it for a surprise, you can leave it for a surprise, because with PSA, if you go on PSA, you get your grades right away. At least that's what, if you look through GameStop, because I grade through GameStop. But yeah, so the cards come in this box, and here we have it. First card. So, the way the grades work, should I go over the grades? Here's a quick run through the way the grades work. The black label, basically, if you get all 10 subgrades, if all subgrades are a 10, that's going to be basically the black label of this company. It comes in a gold plate at the top. That's like their black label. Under that, you have Pristine 10, which is actually what I have here. Let me show you guys. So I have this Pristine 10. I'm sorry, the lighting is not so good. But this means 3 10s and 1 9.5. This is the best grade you could get besides basically a black label, If you were to submit your cards to Beckett, getting a 10, I think, is the highest thing you could get other than a black label 10. So this is basically the highest grade you could get other than a completely perfect card, which at the end of the day, you can't be submitting perfect cards all the time because most cards aren't perfect. So when I pulled this card, I looked at it and automatically knew that that it was a really clean card. So I'm not surprised that this got the best grade. You'll see the other grades, they're not the best, but yeah, what I like about this is that I know that this is graded, correctly and honestly. This is a Pristine 10 for sure. Three subgrades in a 10, and the only problem was the centering, which is, always, if you want all 10 subgrades and you want the 10 centering, you have to be 50-50 on both sides. They're not playing around. You have to be 50-50 on both sides. And if it's not 50-50 both sides on all angles, side to side, top, bottom, and that's the only way to get, the gold black label of their company. So yeah, I was happy with this because I knew this was gonna grade well. Then we go to the next card. Let's show it up close. So we have Porcus D Ace. This is from OPO3 Japanese Leader Alt Art. And as you can see, I got a Gem Mint 9.5. So we have a 9 in the centering, 10 in the corners, 10 on the edges, and 9.5 on the surface. So, just to let you guys know, this card I cracked from a Beckett 9.5 slab. And ended up getting a 9.5 in PCG. And, you know, as I'm looking at the card now, I mean, the centering's a 9. I think it's pretty clear to see that the centering is a lot thinner on the left side than the right side. So, makes sense. We have 9.5 on the surface. I'm not exactly sure what's on the surface, but that's all right. But anyways, I mean, they gave the same grade that Beckett did, so I think they're doing something right for sure. And honestly, I mean, I'm a big fan of Alpha Investments, of course, and this video is not sponsored, but I enjoyed getting this package and opening these cards. Oh, and by the way, each card comes in a plastic sleeve. I don't know if you guys have graded with PSA, but they come in like a plastic box, and it's just slab after slab. They don't come in sleeves. These came in sleeves, and these are nice slabs. It's very good quality, honestly. All right, now we have, okay, so now we have a even worse grade. We have Meowscarada in a 9. We have an 8.5 centering, 9.5, what is that? Corners, a 9 edges, and 9.5 surface. Let's just look at the centering. I mean, centering does look kind of off. It's hard to see in the light right now. But yeah, as you can see, once it drops under a 9.5, you get this silver kind of label. So Gem Mint 9.5 and above is gonna be this gold and black. I just forgot. I didn't finish going through it. So the Pristine 10, if you have 3 10s, 3 subgrades in a 10, you get the Pristine 10 and the 9.5 and the fourth one, of course. If you have 2 9.5s and 2 10s in any of the subcategories, you get a Gem Mint 10. So there's the black label basically, there's the Pristine 10, and then Gem Mint 10. So Gem Mint 10 is 10, 10, 9.5, 9.5 in the subgrades. And honestly, it sounds like a genius idea because, I mean, I'm sure it's not the first time it was thought of, but PSA doesn't do subgrades. I know I've seen so many cards of PSA 10, you know, you look at the card and it's off-centered, or you see like a little white nick and you're like, how did that get a 10? And that's honestly an issue. Like the grading is not so accurate in PSA. And because there's no subgrades, you can't even know what's wrong with your card if you get a 9. You might send in something that looks really good and there's no way to know. But here at least you have the subgrades, and you know, you could kind of, after seeing the kind of grades that I got from these cards, I could see what it takes to really submit a good card. You know, it needs to be centered well, everything needs to be clean. So I think the centering is very important. If you're gonna grade with PCG, you just make sure you try to get the highest centering grade. And they have descriptions of all the tiers and what it takes to get them. So make sure you read that. But yeah, now we have another Mega Frostlass, another 9, 8.5, 9.5, 10, and 10. I mean, it is what it is. These cards were just the cards I kind of had laying around. I didn't, you know, search these out specifically to grade. I just wanted to try out this company. But honestly, the slabs feel great. And now we have another 9.5 over here. We got my cat in the bathroom over there. Nice. But yeah, so slabs look and feel great. I actually haven't taken one out of this little sticker. But honestly, I really believe that this company is on the rise. Oh, wow. This is the first time I'm taking it out. Looks Let's see. Let's see if I can bring the light here a little bit. I mean, it looks really clean for sure. There's a barcode on the back that you can scan. Very nice card. Very nice. So yeah, you excuse me. The way I see this right now, I feel like it's way harder. I'm telling you guys, if you're gonna grade with PCG, do not expect 10s all across the board because it's gonna be way hard. It's gonna be way harder to get these 10s. And I don't know if you guys watch Alpha Investments. If you do, you know what I'm talking about. If you don't, you should definitely check him out. Know what we're talking about. But as long as he keeps doing the right thing, I mean, there's probably at this point like 250,000 cards graded with PCG. And guys, these pristine 10s, if the company just keeps doing what they're doing, starts gaining popularity, people are going to realize, you're going to start seeing more PCG around, as more and more cards start circulating. These pristine 10s, this is the grade right below a black label, If you're getting black labels, you're sending in some perfect cards. Most cards aren't like that. So getting a pristine 10 really means something. Getting a gem mint 10 is going to mean something. My cat is playing with the... Get out of here. I think so what I'm saying is these pristine 10s are gonna, they could really they could really compete with a PSA 10 if, just the company needs to grow and get more trust in the community. And worst comes to worst, here's what I thought. This pristine 10, this has won't be able to show you in the camera, but this card is I'm already moved the light. I'm telling you guys, this card is extremely clean. Like, the centering is visually perfect on both back and front. Like, you wouldn't be able to tell me which side was not off center. I mean, it's very hard. It's very hard. And this is from Mega Evolution. I know, the printing's better now. So, I don't know. I'm really happy with this order. I'm going to be definitely sending in more cards. I would recommend you guys do the same. Again, I'm not saying there's no rush to do it, If you want to take advantage of If you guys want to take advantage of the codes, you could either get $20 a card and get your cards back within 7 to 10 business days, or there's another code where you could do the regular 30-day time, but it's for like $17.95 a card. Again, I'm not sponsored, but I'm just being honest here, and I think this is a real play. If you could really get some pristine 10s in your collection from PCG and you're patient, go watch Alpha Investments, listen to him talk about it. He's serious, he's expanding the business, and there's a lot of good information in his videos. So I would just grade for the fact, just to support him, his company. Someone's actually trying to do something against his PSA stuff. But yeah, I guess that's most of what I got for today. That's gonna be really nice. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna be sending in more cards. Stay tuned. We're gonna do another video on all this stuff here, as I said. If you haven't checked out not my last video, but I did a video showing my collection, part of my collection. So you guys can watch that, and then I'll make a video on this. But yeah, I would definitely recommend trying out PCG. I had a great experience. Cards came back on time. I don't know. I have no complaints, and I'm being brutally honest. Brutally honest. Even if I got this pristine 10 that I got, it just makes all this feel better. Yeah, the 9s kind of sucked, but now I know. Watch out for the centering. But yeah, guys, thank you for watching. Stay tuned for the next one.